Hello, and welcome to day 5 of our 5-day challenge. You have made it to the end. Congratulations. I am Gloria Payoyo, your leading destiny activator, and I help people go from looking good on paper and on social media to being on their personalized path to true happiness. And all of that just means that I help people go from looking good to feeling good to on their way to their version of true happiness. And they know how to level up and get all the way there. So today we're going to take 1 minute to calm the chaos. And specifically, I'm talking about our mental chaos. Things can get busy and we can get so caught up and just sort of get lost, right? And so this is about becoming purposeful, intentional, and being here now. We can only control now, and so this is where we need to be. A lot of times when you catch yourself in mental chaos, you're overwhelmed, or you're stressing out about the future, or you're stressing out about the past. However, there's nothing you can do in these two realms, right? You are here now. And so this is a great way to just calm, ground, get into now, and then what is my next step? What is my next step? What is my next step? And I can tell you from experience, staying present is how I've managed to expand so much and increase what I'm doing and still get it done in a calm state. Doesn't mean I don't get stressed out. I do. Doesn't mean I don't have bad days. I do. I just tend to, those are anomalies versus before that was sort of how I lived. So 2 things. We're going to start, feel your feet on the ground, and just do this right now. Just stop what you're doing and just feel your feet on the ground. And it has a great way of bringing you into your body. A lot of times we're up here and we're sort of floating around in this kind of like, ah! And so getting into our body a lot of times is instantly calming, because unless we're in true danger, our body tends to stay calm. It sort of signals us like, this isn't actually dangerous, so I'm okay. Or, like we talked about, going into the elevator with the guy that creeps us out and our body's going, no! So it's a great way to just sort of feel into what's going on presently. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to breathe through our bellies. So what that means is if you were to put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly, and you can't see it, however, just trust that I'm doing it. When you breathe, your chest will go a little up and down. However, your belly will be the significant movement, because you're sort of going from full extension to deflating, full extension to deflating, right? So your hand that's on your belly should be doing the majority of the movement, and while your chest will move, it will not move near as much as your hand on your belly. And that's how you know that you're breathing through your belly. So we're going to do this together, and we'll take 3 deep breaths. So this will be really quick. Now that I do this, and when you practice it, you'll be able to ground yourself in 3 breaths. Sometimes when it's really overwhelming or when you're not used to it, it might take more breaths. So it's okay. It's okay if it takes 10 breaths. That's okay. It's still going to be less than a minute. And how quickly to go from like, to like, no, I'm pretty good in a minute, right? So it's okay no matter how many breaths it takes you to do. If you do 3 and you feel like you need more, take more breaths. So we're going to practice. Okay. And then I'm going to give a little guidance, because what we're going to do is we're going to take a full breath when we're fully extended and our lungs are full and our belly is extended. We're going to hold it for a couple of seconds, and we're going to let our breath out with a sigh and an audible or you just want to let it go. Okay? So here we go. Feel your feet on the ground. One hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And here we're going to breathe in through our nose. Hold it. And out through our mouth with a sigh. One more breath. In through our nose. Hold it. Out through our mouth with a sigh. And last one, in through our nose, hold it out through our mouth with a sigh. And that's it. So how do you feel after taking 3 breaths, feeling your feet on the ground, holding it at the top, breathing from your belly, and letting it go when you breathe it out? I'd love to hear from you. I have notes, that's why I look over sometimes, just to make sure I stay on track. So please comment below how you felt before, how you felt after, if this is something that you will include in your daily practices when you're stressed out. Did you find any struggles in breathing through your belly? I'd love to hear from you. And if this resonated with you and you're ready to get off of autopilot and create the life that you're excited to wake up for every day, message me directly or visit hotempoweredmessmovement.com. That is HOTEMPOWERMESSMOVEMENT.com. And let's see if we can work together. Thanks so much for spending this time for yourself today and investing in you and taking care of you, and for completing the 5-day challenge. Let's give a round of applause and let's celebrate that we showed up for ourselves, we took care of ourselves, we learned some new tools that we can put in our tool belt, and we're just empowering ourselves, and that's a beautiful thing to be celebrated. I hope you've had an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye. I hope this has served you.